your vagina changes. It doesn't stay collapsed. If there's something that you find a bit alluring, then your vagina widens and lengthens up to 3 times, and it lubricates itself in a process called tenting. I've no idea why that would be. There's certainly no guy ropes included unless somebody asks you very nicely and you have a safe word. And the reason that your vagina lengthens and widens and lubricates itself is because it's preparing itself for the insertion of a penis. So, vaginas are heteronormative. And I'm really sorry about this. And suddenly the penises have arrived. If you are gayer than a rainbow glitter palava, your fanny's not. Your fanny is chomping around like Pac-Man looking for a penis. It's just the way it is. It's evolution. They don't listen to your brain at all. Vaginas pride themselves on being really clean. They're always Instagram ready because they organise their pH and they produce mucus stuff that contains really good bacteria. So all mucus is general ooze that has got friendly bacteria that eat up all of the fungus and nasty bacteria that are up there. They're really clever wee things, and that's why douches should be banned. You don't need to clean your vagina. All you do is upset all your good bacteria, and it's just ridiculous people saying that there's something wrong with your body and it smells bad and you need to buy their product. You only need water to clean your vulva, but if you've got, a wee crusty bit, you could have a bit of soap and give it a wee bit of a gentle wash and then a good rinse. But your vulva is very different from a potato. It doesn't need scrubbing. Please be gentle with that thing. Fannies don't need to be exfoliated or glittered or steamed, unless it's made from dim sum. If it's made from dim sum, steam your fanny, but otherwise don't listen to anything that Gwyneth Paltrow tells you. Did you remember that? She was like, steam your fanny. You get a wee chair, you go to a spa and you pay her loads of money to sit in a wee chair that's got a hole on it with a bowl of nice fragrance steam, and it goes up your chuff and it gets rid of all your toxins. However, unfortunately, there's a woman in Minnesota who listened to Gwyneth, who's an actual idiot, and this woman in Minnesota couldn't get from Minnesota to Gwyneth's spa in Los Angeles. So she tried to do a spa at home, and she sat in a kettle. And that's how I know about her, because she was written up in a gynecological journal for management of her 3rd-degree burns to her cervix. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. If you remember nothing else, don't sit in a kettle. I'd like to meet Gwyneth. I don't think she'd like it. Vaginas are not good at sensation, which surprises people, because you can't really feel much up there. You can feel pressure, but you can't feel light touch or temperature changes. And that's an evolutionary advantage, because if a person is trying to come out your vagina, you don't want to feel their ears and their head and everything. That would be sore. So it's a bit numb up there, which people with egos or penises sometimes get a bit upset when you tell them, I can't actually feel that, mate. They take it really personally, but maybe then they would pay more attention to where all the action actually is for you, which is in your vulva. Vaginas are also really thirsty for estrogen. So when you're menopausal or at some stages in your menstrual cycle, or if you're breastfeeding and your estrogen levels drop, then your vagina can become drier. So lube is your friend. But not all lube is equal. Some of it has got mint in it. Anything that tingles, it's basically toothpaste they put in there. Anything that they're selling as being warming and exciting, it's chili. Don't put chili up your fudge. Why would you do that? So you want something that's pH neutral, and there's 2 in Scotland that are on prescription. One's called Yes and one's called Silk, and they're great because they're not going to do any harm. They don't have any WD-40 or anything in them. And also coconut oil is really good because it's pH neutral, and you've usually got some in your kitchen cupboard. If you get a passion all of a sudden, you can get hold of it quickly. But it's fine, but because it's an oil, it's not compatible with condoms. So you've got to be careful if you're using barrier contraception. And also you need a partner that likes a bounty. So our next stop is up at Greyfriars Bobby, where